website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. Theory. Get a lot of questions about theory and how you should apply arpeggios to scales and how you can construct chord progressions from understanding how chords relate to each other. I just have one point about music theory, that when I started out, it was like this huge area that was just overwhelming me, because all the words you can say about music is music theory. And we forget the fact that music theory is theory about music. It didn't start with music theory and then music came from that theory. We looked at what happened. We started playing and we started putting chords together and we started, creating the diatonic scale or the pentatonic scale. It came from within us, just intuitively. I like that sound. Oh, no, this note is not good. Oh, this note is good, right? And then we just built it like that. And then afterwards we came about and said, okay, what is going on here? And then we created all kinds of concepts on top of that music. And then once and there's a reason for that, of course, because it makes it easier to learn. If we can systemize things and we can put things in little boxes and understand how they relate to each other. But it has really very little to do with actual music. It's 2 different parts of the brain, the logical and the emotional. And it's a really cool thing to be able to learn scales and understand how everything is put together. But just notice the fact that anyone who's at a high level, can improvise, can play music fluently, all feel that it's so simple. It's really simple because all that very complex information just becomes one thing. It just becomes music. And it's not that, it's not overwhelming at all. It's like, if you don't know the engine of a car, right, it can look totally overwhelming when you look at all the parts that go into the engine of a car. But as you get acquainted with them, if you're a car mechanic, then gradually it's so peaceful to look at an engine because you know where everything is and what everything does in relation to each other. And the same thing goes for music theory. So don't let it overwhelm you. It's not music. Music theory is not music, and nobody thinks about music theory as they're playing. Nobody thinks I'm going to the subdominant and then I'm using this arpeggio instead of that. It's like, it's all concepts, and you're not thinking about concepts when you play. It's as simple as playing a first position minor pentatonic over a chord progression that works, right? Like saying, simple chord progression. And then I'm playing like, if you're playing this first position minor pentatonic into the 5th fret, and you had that in the background for like a month, and you play like this for an hour each day, then gradually you would find the notes that sound really good at the right place in the music if you really focused on it 1 hour a day, right? Right? And you can even blend in the A minor scale, natural minor. And just imagine that you focused on it and you used the A minor pentatonic and the A minor scale, and you played over this chord progression, like 3 chords, incessantly, 1 hour each day, and you were really focused on finding the cool notes, just focusing on 2 strings at a time and getting better and better at that little area and those 3 chords without knowing what those 3 chords are. Your ear and your body and your mind, your musical mind, which everybody has, would figure it out. And then afterwards, I could take 2 steps back and say, oh, what's going on there? Oh, I can sense that, or I can see that you have an affinity towards the 4th of any chord. You seem to be playing that a lot. And then you also mixing polyrhythms with, I can say all kinds of all the kinds of things about what you're playing and theoreticize, is that a word? Put theory to what you're doing, depending on what preferences you have for notes over those chords. And then when you hear that, you would go, wow, that sounds complex. Ooh, I'm doing something very hard here. But it's just, what you're built for as a human being. So remember that when you look at music theory, that is always overwhelming. But the gist of it, the actual core of it is super simple. We're just, and we can go that away, but, we can take that road around music theory and then learn what goes on here. But if there's something you don't understand, just discard of it until you need it, right? It's something you draw from once in a while to understand how to play over that song or how to understand that chord progression, right? It's not something that's essential. What's essential is to play. And I always sound like one with feeling, but it's essential because you can't learn the whole thing. You could say, you could learn music theory all your life, and then you would really be poor at playing. So play, right? And then don't take it too seriously because it's not essential. It's just the second thing out there that you can use in order to understand what goes on here on a logical level. So remember to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to tell you too in a second in the little finishing line of this video. And go check out our website. We got free jam tracks, and we got lots of them. Sign up and do all the things. And Instagram as well. We got all the links below there. Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.